Yeah. Hello, guys. I am Pirate Bad Piggy, and I am Pirate Bad Piggy, and I do pirate stuff. Yeah, and I'm gonna do pirate stuff on here, and I'm gonna do it right now. Oh wait. Okay, here we go. And let's see. We don't need this tab. Is it this one? No, definitely not this one. Is it this one? No, not that one. That one. No. No, but it's definitely not this one. Here it is. Yeah. Today we're gonna be pirating the Angry Birds movie 3, Follow That Bunny. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually my favorite Angry Birds movie because this is the one where the Bad Piggies win.
Ah!
Hello, Pirate Bad Piggy. It is I, Jackson E. Gordon. I have come to you with a very important task. And you should know a lot about tasks since you are sus.
A task? Why would I do a task for you?
I thought you might say that, so I took something very important to you to force you to do the task.
Original Bad Piggy? Oh, I can't lose you. Fine, I'll do the task.
Good choice, Talkingham. Now, here is the task. I need you to find a problem and resolve it for me. That way, I can get the tasty nitro. Make sure it is presented well or I will eliminate the middle class again. You have 48 hours.
Yarg, this is a toughie. Mr. Beanabout! Mr. Beanabout! I just know I'm in the shop. Mr. Beanabout, I have a really important problem. Well, I'm stuck. Much better. Mr. Beanabout, I have a really important problem. Jackson has taken original Bad Piggy, and I won't be able to see him again unless I find a problem and resolve it. Do you have any problems that I can resolve? Well, you see, Pirate Pig, there are many problems that you could possibly fix. For example, as of recording this, the Discord server has still not watched the Lego movie. Maybe you could find a way to solve that. That problem too simple for you? Well, maybe you could solve the problem of how buckaroo excavators are slowly destroying all the ground in the world. That's also a really big problem, isn't it? Or you could solve that. Wait, I got an idea! What? Could you just repeat that one more time? I mean, I guess if you really don't want to do any of my suggestions, you could do that. That's right. I'm gonna solve a very big problem. Besides Jackson, nobody on the Discord server understands the dimensions. So I'm gonna explain them for you, starting with...
Warning. The following video may be considered cringe by younger viewers. Viewer discretion advised. You have been warned.
Okay, so basically, the first dimension, it's line. Everything is line.
everything is line. You are line. Your room, line. Your sister, line. Your dog, line. Your house, line. Your webcomic, line. Your mom, a slightly wider line. And your dad... Now, in the first dimension, everything is measured in L, and L, of course, standing for line. And with every dimension, you add another letter to the equation until it's a very long equation of letters. And in the second dimension, we add the variable of H. Now, what does H stand for? Well, it couldn't be any more obvious. It stands for hammy. We measure everything in hammy. Don't believe me? Well, just look at this non-lore related square. We can clearly tell that it is 1 line long and 3 hammies tall. But of course, we can measure many more 2D shapes other than just square. We can measure the triangle, the trapezoid, the pentagon, the hexagon, the octagon, the nonagon, also known as the self-respectgon. And of course, pizza. But there is one other important thing about the second dimension. It's that everything is flat. Everything is flat. That's right. You, your room, your sister, your dog, your house, your webcomic, your mom, your dad, all of them are flat. And you can tell because these are all 2D images. Anyways, you know what else is flat? That's right. The Earth. That's right, people. Flat Earthers are not crazy. They're just invasive species from another dimension. I just wanted to mention that the second dimension is a dimension that is in the third dimension, but acts like the second dimension, where everything moves on a plane.
What the dog doing?
And I thought Little Big Plant was a really good example of this. Excuse me for 1 second.
What the dog doing?
Number 3.
You're in the third dimension. If you have any questions about the third dimension, just do it in real life. You're in the third dimension. Just do it. Do it.
Okay, so the sixth dimension, it's basically the same as the fifth dimension, but you're able to shift between the branching realities. So the best way that I could possibly think of representing this is I made a Google form to ask which Angry Birds character are you, and depending on what you answer with, the outcomes are different. And you can see all these people that answered got different results. So it's kind of like differing realities and all that. And so that was the best example of the sixth dimension I could think of. Also, thank you for your emails. So for the seventh dimension, I tried to find a good example because it's a very complex dimension. So the best example I could find was Minecraft. I'll explain why it's a good example in just a sec. But first I just want to recap our current equation and all. So the first letter we have is L for line, then we add H for hammy, W for wide, T for time to get a new clock, R for Rick, T over R for time to get a new watch, Rick, and now we're adding the letter A, which stands for alternate universes, yeah. And why did I choose Minecraft as an example for this? I honestly don't know. But so in the fifth and sixth dimensions, there were parallel universes, which started out the same, but with every choice, they branched off and made changes, creating more realities. But in the seventh dimension, there's alternate realities that don't have the same beginning to them, and they could start with many different things, like maybe it began with stone, or leaves, or chicken. And so, yeah, it could have started as anything and everything, and for every possible beginning, there's another universe, another reality. There were a lot of realities. I was gonna do another funny 3D intro, but the video's just been in a queue for so long, so yeah. Breaking news.
Her table.
Well, I was gonna talk about the eighth dimension for a little bit, but let's go to our field expert first. Dr. Camel? Hi, I'm Dr. Camel, and this is a field. I couldn't have said it better, Dr. Camel. Now let's go to some people we interviewed and see what they've learned from Dr. Camel about the eighth dimension.
What do you want me to say? I didn't learn anything from that. I didn't learn anything. Did someone explain what I'm supposed to say?
I'm just as confused as the green leaf guy. What's with all these dimensions? Is there a Moss dimension? I would like to see that dimension. Why is the text covering my face? I can't see anything. Guys? Guys? I mean, I understand the 8th dimension, but guys, why is the text blocking my... I'm sorry, but that's all we got time for today. Good night.
Hello, gamers. I know this might sound weird, but have you ever gone to a restaurant to buy some pancakes? That's what I thought. It's way too insane to think you would have money for pancakes. It's way more believable that you would kill some rando in an alleyway, steal their life savings, and then use the money by giving it to the cashier. Oh wait, he's dead. I guess that means it's free. Whatever. After all that, you sit down with your
pancakes.
And you think to yourself, what if I was
pancakes?
Well, then you have thought about how it would be to live in the 9th dimension, because in the 9th dimension, calculating astrophysics is useless and the constant laws of physics are just thrown out the window. You could travel to another dimension where the gravy is 10 times stronger and immediately turn into
pancakes.
I know that there is some other stuff about the 9th dimension, but I'm not getting paid enough, so why bother?
So in other words, the 10th dimension is a dimension of infinite possibilities where at this level of complexity, everything that is possible and imaginable exists, even in a world in which you have no student loans. And yeah, this website actually summarizes that pretty well. Wait a minute. Here's a visual guide to the 10 dimensions of reality. I could have just shared this with the Discord and it would have meant I solved the problem. So in other words, I made all this video for nothing.
That is a true fact, my sussy pirate friend. However, nobody asked.